Hi everyone, Flaming Footy here, and welcome back to another video on the channel. And today guys, here I am to continue the AFL 23 rebuilding series. In this video I'm going to be attempting to rebuild the Fremantle Dockers in AFL 23. So of course, these rebuilds, we take the team through one season, try and improve them through the trade period, and then see if we can do better than the previous season. The next season we start off with a nice win over the Saints at Marvel in round 1. Prime time against the Roos round 2, 2-0 to start the year. That is nice. The Derby now against the Eagles in round number 3 for a 3-0 start. This is promising. 3-0 start for the Dockers. Got the Crows now at the Adelaide Oval and couldn't quite go 4-0. So we're 3-1 at the moment, but fair to say already 12 points on the board. That's pretty good. And we just lose by 6 points in an absolute thriller to the Gold Coast Suns. Friday night footy up against the Western Bulldogs, 44-point commanding win. That is nice. Got the Lions now at the Gabba in round number 7 at the Gabba, and hopefully we can try and win this game. And it's disappointing, 21-point loss, not great. Prime time against the Hawks, and the Hawks are on top of the ladder. They've won their past 5. They're winning another one there, 39-point win. So we start off the year really well. Only one win from our past 5 games. And we get back on the winners list against the Swans of the SCG. Got the Cats now at Optus in Sir Doug Nicholls round. Lose it by 10. Got the D's now. And we really need this win here to be a comforting one. Big win there, 37 points mid-season rookie draft. And we are not taking part, so we just get through that. And now got the Tigers in a prime time battle at Optus. And let's see, can we conquer them? They're in second at the moment, so they're also up there with the Hawks, and we lose by 6 points. Got the Giants now, who are in 17th. Oh, we get smashed by them at Giants Stadium. There's worry. It's prime time clash now up against the Bombers in Perth. Another loss, 29 points. This season's slipping away. We started off really well. We were 3-0, and we're not doing much better, and we lose another one. We're not really scoring high enough, and our defence isn't containing these scores which we're going through. A big win there over the Blues though. Scoring was good, and we limited the opposition. That's good. Got to beat the Pies here. And we do. 2 wins on the trot for the Dockers. Huge game here up against the Swans, who are just inside the 8, and we just let that slip. 59 to 89, not good enough there. Got the Cats to GMHBA, absolutely have to win. Find a way to do it in Geelong. We've got the Lions now at Optus, and we have to win this game, as of course we need to win every game really now. We win it by 44 points. When we've won well. We've got a really good percentage of 103.44. Got the Western Derby, huge win, 86-point win. And that is a big percentage boost. We really need a big percentage boost, and we get a big percentage boost. We've got the Power now, who are on the verge of the 8. 41-point loss, disappointing. Final game of the year. I think if we win this, we might be in. Doesn't matter. Oh, that's so annoying. Finish 10th. Finish 10th. Well, we got close, but just in the end, not good enough. Just in the end, not good enough. Okay, Sarong, 16 votes to the Brownlow. Coleman, I would not be suspecting. Oh, Taberner with the 24 goals, and Sarong with the 21. Rising star, nobody. So we've got to have Sarong's got to be in this All-Australian team for sure. So no Taberner, no Sarong by the looks of things. And Wagner got in as the defence, but no Sarong, who kicked 21 goals and polled 16 Brownlow votes. That is bizarre. Anyway, though, now we're going to go ahead and have a look at who won the premiership, which it was Melbourne, commanding 59-point win over the Swans at the MCG in the end. And, well, now it's got to try and get the list back to the best shape possible and see what we're going to do. So Sam Sturt, of course, going to sign him on. He's a really important player to keep, just in case there's like a bit of depth, a depth player. But I really want to keep him, so okay, well, he accepted that. So Sam Sturt signs on. And most players, Nathan Wilson will be leaving. Not going to need him. Joel Hamling, probably important to keep. I mean, it's probably either like he stays or he goes, but we look at other defensive options, which he doesn't want to stay. So already a defensive problem with no Wilson, no Hamling. Henry needs to stay though. Henry needs to sign on. 379,000. Will he accept that? 448,000. I mean, for what he is, he's a good player. And yeah, definitely going to sign him on. Look, his potential overall is really good, so that's a big signing there. But yeah, defenders is probably what we need, and we probably need a couple of forwards as well. Have a look at everyone else. So there's not really a lot. Collier won't be there. Tracy needs to stay, of course. We need to try and keep the forwards where we can. Cannot spend more than 3s on the rookie list, so I'll give him a primary list promotion, and he's accepted, so that is a bargain buy there. Ethan Stanley, he can stay. I'll sign him for a 2-year deal because he should be able to stay on the Category A list for that. He's rejected. What about if I was to give him a promotion to the primary list? He is rejected. What about if I put him back onto here, rookie, and just auto-negotiate? Oh, well, that'll do then. If he signs on, that's brilliant with the auto-negotiate. Kuek and Reedy. Well, I'll sign Reedy, I reckon. Oh, Reedy's not going to get any opportunity, but if he wants to stay on 110 on a 1-year deal, he doesn't want to stay, which is fine. What about... not quite sure how to pronounce his name, but I think it might be Kuek. He also doesn't want to stay. Alright, so we've got a couple of fringe-like players who don't want to stay, and that's it. So that's the signing contract part done, which actually went a lot quicker than what I thought. There's a lot of players which have been signed on for like longer term deals, which is brilliant, and then the couple fringe players which haven't quite been signed on. So Reedy, Kuek, Wilson, Hamling and Collier are the players not to receive contracts for next year. Now, I think the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go to free agency first. Before we look at any trades, we're going to have a look at free agency. We're going to have a look at unrestricted free agents, and I really want to get a defender. So, probably just a defender. I don't think that I need a key defender. I just think that I want a defender. Markov. He'd be good at a bit of run, at a bit of dash, off the half back line. I'm pretty happy to do that. Who else is here, though? Bonner, he kind of plays the same role. Mansell is on the younger side and could be an option. Jermaine Jones has got some dash as well. Trying to look for those younger players. D'Ambrosio, I think, fits that role, so I think we'll offer him a contract. Out of all these players, he was the one that appealed to me most. And yeah, we'll sign him on. Massimo D'Ambrosio wants 200,000, and I will give him that. And yeah, he's a good dash off the half back line. Hopefully he gets senior opportunities, because Dockers don't actually have bad dashing defenders or those kind of players. Now though, we definitely need a key defender. That's what we need. A key defender. Adams, Marchbank, Durden, Phil Davis, Callan Dawson, Mackenzie Tarrant. There's not a lot here at all. In fact, there's not anything at all. So I'm not going to have to do... Well, I'm not going to be able to do that. Key forward is the next thing. We'll have a look at that. I don't think there's going to be much here. Fullerton, Johnson, WA boy, we'll sign him on. We'll sign on Ash Johnson. Huge if we can sign him on here. We'll just sign him on like a mega deal. 5-year deal at 95,000. Bang! That's a huge pickup there, Ash Johnson. He's not the youngest of players, but he does still fit that age demographic, being 26. He's a WA key forward, so I think that's really good. We've made a couple of really nice free agency moves there. Trade offer now. Going to be trading off some players. We're going to start with Carlton. We're going to get some... Oh, they got pick 1. I think it's really worth going after pick 1. I think it is really seriously worth it. So I think we'll give up... I really don't want to trade out of this year's draft as much, because I'd like to take 2 first-round picks into the draft, pick 1 and 10, Carlton's first and our first. So I'll give up our future first. I'll give up our future second. I'll give up our future third. Well, actually, a future 1 and future 2 might be enough to settle it for Carlton. We'll have a look at that. Quickly decline. Alright. Future 3. We'll give up a future third. And we will give up Kuek. We'll see if that does it. I don't think so. Oh! Bang! Just like that, we got pick 1. And that was a lot easier. Future round 1, 2, 3, and Kuek goes to Carlton. We get pick 1 in return. Beautiful, because we don't need to worry about those future picks, because we're not doing the rebuild for that time. Go Western Bulldogs next. We'll have a look at what they've got. They've got pick 5, and maybe we could try and trade our pick 10 out for pick 5 and get 2 selections inside the top 5. So I'm going to go up pick 10, pick 30, we'll go 52, and then we'll give up somebody on our end. We'll give up Reedy, who doesn't want to be here, and we'll see if that's enough to settle it. It is. So that is a really good start. We've got 2 picks inside the top 5 from Carlton and the Dogs, and we've got pick 1 and 5 going into the national draft. That is brilliant. Now going to trade with Saints. We're going to go ahead and give up... where is he? Where is he going to be? Travis Collier. We can probably get a fair bit in return. Probably looking for a defender. They've got some really good defenders at the Saints. Battle, he's a versatile one that could really be of some use. So I think we might have a little look at him because we've still got that pick 31, which could be a good shaper of a draft pick. I'm going to see what money he's on. We'll have a look. So I think we might actually be able to sign him on here. We'll try 493,000, and he's accepted, and St Kilda have elected not to match the bid. So I've obviously tried signing a restricted free agent here, and St Kilda have elected not to match. So that's brilliant. And I think we might also try and get Isaac Keeler, who's a key forward as well for the future. So I think we'll try and work out there that we can get these 2 in the door. We'll have a look at that. 138, yeah, I'm not going to be able to offer him up that. Anybody else from the Saints that we might be able to have a little look at? Van Ness is a key defender. Jack Hayes, there's not really anybody else that I'm really looking at going wow. So I think we're going to settle it. We'll have just a little look at this and see if they do it, because sometimes these weird things happen. And then we'll give up 32, and they'll give us back 35. And they decline after some consideration. Alright, and then we'll just throw in like these late picks, which no one really cares about, and see if that does it, but it's not going to. 107 and 125. Decline after some consideration. It says, does it say that we're close to striking an agreement? I believe it's a little under par compared to what they're asking for, but I don't want to give up too much. So maybe just a future round. Maybe just swap our future round. Maybe if they give me a future 5th and I give them a future 4th. After some consideration. Okay, they don't need to give me that future 5th then. Just do this then. We'll do that. Actually, what about if we were just to not worry about this pick swap and just do Collier, future 4th for Battle? What about if we threw in a future... How about we just throw in these unnecessary picks again? After some consideration, I'll chuck in a future round 5. Oh, they're still declining. What about a future round 6 as well? I'm giving them a bunch of future picks here. They've elected not to match. They're happy to let him walk, but it's just what for? We'll try this. Oh, we're not really getting anywhere. We are not getting anywhere at all. That's what happens when you get like such a good draft hand up the top. You just don't get anywhere. What else can I do? Is there anybody else that like doesn't really want to be? Because it's gonna have to be that future round 4 draft pick. A fringe player is gonna have to go here. I think it's gonna have to be Conrad Williams. So I think we'll offer him up and see if they take him, and they do. So nicely done there. We get Battle in the end, and that is very nice. So now a couple more key defenders. We need to go for a club which really has got good key defenders. We'll have a little look at West Coast because they've probably got a cheap one which we could maybe turn into a key defender. Allen would be a huge get if we were to get him, and we could probably try as well, see if we can get him to cross the border, because we do need key forwards. But let's have a little look at key defenders. Tom Barras is a good one. Let's have a look at who else there is. Liam Ryan could be a really... Petricelli could be a good option as well. Let's have a little look. There's not really a lot here that... I mean, I don't think there'll be like a huge market for those kind of Hamling and Wilson and all that, but I don't know, like the Giants, if we could try and get Sam Taylor in, or actually, hang on, that's a really good idea. We'll go to Sydney and we'll have a look and see if we can get Logan McDonald. Logan McDonald would be a good player to get, and he's also from WA as well, so he's an 84 and his potential is through the roof. So if we could get him here, this is a mega deal. If we could get him here, he wants 530, which for a player of his caliber, I am more than happy to do that. And this is a huge deal. This is just such a huge deal if we can get him here. Such a huge deal. 533,000, 4-year deal, and Logan McDonald has accepted. Now it's just if we can get the Swans to accept. Which, Josh Corbett's probably an unnecessary player, so we'll probably send him in some picks. But we do actually have a couple players which are still out of out of contract. Joel Hamling can go to Sydney Swans. He was one that was out of contract. We'll first of all ask 83 for 84. They might actually do this immediately. I'm not surprised. We're going to have to probably give up this pick 5. They've got pick 18. This is where it gets really hard. What about Hamling and 32 for McDonald? I really don't. Yeah, they immediately decline. I'm going to have to give up pick 5. And I really want 2 selections inside the top 5. We've signed him on a mega deal. Are we just going to have to do something crazy? And we'll just chuck in Corbett as well. Hamling, Corbett for McDonald. They quickly decline. Alright, we're getting some. We're going to have to give up a lot in this deal. But that's okay. Because there was also another player called Nathan Wilson that went out of contract as well. And there he is. We'll see if we can get something in return, though. We'll see if we can get something, because I'm giving up a fair bit here. They accept. So brilliant. We get McDonald and 41 for Hamling, Corbett and Wilson all off to Sydney. So it's a big trade, but a big WA boy, key forward Logan McDonald, who's got potential through the roof, is now the Sydney Swans. And I actually think that is it done in terms of contracts, players that don't have contracts. I think we might be done. There might be one player left that might be a fringer kind of player. Nope, believe it or not, we're actually done. So now it's just manoeuvring what we've got left, which is some pretty trash picks. I always just go to have a look at Adelaide just to see what we've got. So we've got pick 1, 5, 32, 41, 71, 89, 107, 125, 143, 161, 179. Future round 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now it's just what do we want to offer? Maybe Adelaide have got something. Maybe they've got like Hugh Bond, a midfielder that could potentially fit into that role. We'll see what kind of money he's on. We'll see if we can get him across the Freo. We'll sign him and have a look. He wants 154,000, not for a player like him. Tariq Newchurch is another one. Billy Dowling has got good potential. We'll have a look at what kind of money he's on, what kind of money he wants. Tariq Newchurch could be another one. 122,000, that's alright. So Billy Dowling from Adelaide, going to come across the Dockers. Don't think we're going to have to do too much to get him either. We'll give up all these picks and see if they accept. I doubt it, but you never know. Yeah, they immediately decline. So we're going to have to try and do, I think, probably we'll do 71.89. We'll do a future round 5, and in return, I would want around 7 pick. I think that should be enough to do it. No, okay, not surprised. Yeah, I'm really not surprised. It'll probably have to be this 41, but yeah, I don't think that I should do that. I think that we could probably get somebody better with pick 41. So you know what? I'm going to park that trade, and we're not going to worry about it. We'll go to Brisbane now. We'll see what picks they've got. We'll see what picks we can exchange for them. We'll have a look at getting in 54. We'll give up 71, 89, 107, 125. Decline after long deliberations. Alright, well then we'll throw in a future round 6 draft pick. We're close. We're really close. Future round 5 for pick 54. We're really close. And there's nothing more that I can do. We are literally in a stalemate with them, and that won't work. Next club, Collingwood. We'll have a look. They've got pick. Nah, that's not going to work either. We've got to find a club that will actually work. Like, they've got to have pick around 60. They've got 53. Well, if Lions didn't do 54, they won't do 53. What about the Eagles? What have they got? They got pick 66. I mean, we'll try. We'll have a look. We'll just give them less then. Just give them that. After long deliberations, they decline. We'll throw in a future round 6 just to make it fair. Gosh, this is going to be really hard. Well, then I guess that we're kind of hanging on to these, unless if we want to try and just like almost rip ourselves off. But these late picks are just so frustrating that I would even take pick 124 to do it, really. I'd even do it for that. Yep, there we go. And now, as we've gotten rid of all those picks, we can go ahead and trade off some of these later things which I don't need, and maybe the Billy Dowling trade could be back on again. Let's have a little look. Send that to him. Yeah, I'm not surprised. So now, what picks have Adelaide got that we could potentially want? They've got 87, I think. 87. We'll try for pick 69 and see if that does it. After long deliberations, we'll try for pick 87. That should do it. They immediately accept. So there we go. We've made a couple of moves. We're just going to have a look at our draft hand. We've got 87 and 89, which we could probably trade up a little bit. We'll have another little look at the dogs, because I still feel like they've got something around that area. 87. We've got 87 and 89. We'll try and trade it for pick 85. Brilliant. So we're working our way up the draft order, and I think we're pretty well done, really. I don't think there's much more to do. I do wonder, though, can we have a look at how many players we've got? 44 players on our list. So I think we might actually trade away another player, because the list cap is 44, and we've got 2 top 5 picks. And I really want to use those 2 top 5 picks. I've learnt my lesson from the Giants reboot, I believe it was, where I got all picks and then we didn't have any room. Make sure to go ahead and watch that if you haven't already after this one. But we're going to trade with the Hawks, and we're just going to offload some players and see if we can get anything in return. So if I'm giving away 3 players, I only want 2 or 1 in return. That's what I'm trying to do here. So this is where it gets really hard, because any player that you give away for cheap, you're just going to think, oh, we'll get picks in return, but that's not what I can do. I need to try and do picks and I need to try and bundle up picks at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what I need to try and do. So we're going to go ahead and offload somebody. It's just who. And we're going to go ahead and offload Noble. And we're going to have to do a couple more as well. We'll offload Noble. And we'll offload Davies, and then in return, I would like, we'll try for pick 15. I know it's very unrealistic, but you beauty. You absolute beauty. That was easy. Those 2 players probably wouldn't be worth first round picks, even if I'd have tried, but Hawthorn had just ripped themselves off. Let's try and do that again, because that actually worked really well. We'll try with the Tigers. They've got pick 14. We could bundle this up. You know what I'm talking about. 14, 15, bundle it up to 6 or something like that. And then we could be in some serious, deals for another top pick. So that worked out really well. Didn't have to give up much for it. And now I'm going to go ahead and give up Draper. And we'll give up somebody else as well, which we need to find. I don't want to give up Stanley. Or maybe it'll just have to be Stanley. I think we could probably do that. Draper, Stanley, pick 14. Bring along 36 as well. Brilliant. And all of a sudden, we have got a really good draft hand. And now, who finished second bottom? The Giants. This is really good. So we've traded away all of our depth players, but we're going to be able to get a lot in the draft. Pick number 2 now should be coming our way. Pick number 2, I'll give up 15 and 32 and see if that's enough to move up. Quickly decline. I'll give up 14 and 15 and see if I can get 2 and 21. Immediately decline. What about just for pick 2? Decline after long deliberations, and that's why I got pick 36 in the door as well. So then we can trade up to have picks 1, 2 and 5. That is amazing. So now we have a look at our hands, and now it is pick 1, 2 and 5, and that is brilliant. That is how we do it. So we don't have a huge draft hand. We've got 3 top 5 picks. Picks 1, picks 2 and picks 5, and that will conclude the trade and free agency period. If I have a look at the playing list now, we shouldn't have 44 players. It says we still do, but it's okay. And well, yeah, we've done really well there. And now it is time to move on to the next part of this. Free agency is closing, and now it's time to move on to the draft, which is exactly what we've stacked up for. A young list that's trying to build, and we can still identify some needs in the draft. So we still have 3 of your 42 list spots must be saved for national draft. Players who are unsigned, BD listed and available for a club. Yes, I'll sign more players, but I don't have anybody that I need to sign. I don't have anybody. It says nobody's contract is expiring. Yeah, nobody's contract is expiring. I don't need to sign any more players. Leave it to list management. It'll be fine. National drafts. Alright. Pick 1. We've got the best pick in the draft. It looks like this intercepting defender is probably the best. X-Marsh, got the highest potential, the highest overall. I think we take him with pick 2. We're going to take Selman, who's also one of the better ones in the draft, a pressure forward. I think that's really good. And now we come in for pick 5, which I still did see this ruck, a key position ruckman. I do see a couple down here, a key defender rebounding, thank you very much. I think that's pretty good indeed. And boy, am I happy with this draft selection, like this draft. This is really good. We stocked up for it. I'm very happy with that. Even though we still had a couple of other picks, which we probably could have gotten a player in. Probably could have gotten Billy Dowling, but it's alright. And now for the rookie draft. And we are going to go ahead, and Murray still got through. His potential overall 74 to 89 though. A crumbing forward in Wokes. I think I'm going to have to take him. He's got the highest potential. Still a very good overall. I think he's probably a hard one not to look at. So, there we go. Just like that. We've done a very good job. And now, we go into year number 2 with some confidence. Leave it to list management. And assign the goals numbers. So in came Wokes, Battle, McDonald, McAvoy, Marsh, Selman, and D'Ambrosio. And I am very happy with that. Didn't do a lot in that trade period. Did give up a couple of players, and well, we actually gave up quite a few. It was a big exodus, but it was those fringe players which there was strategy behind it for the draft. So I really hope to see one of those players winning the Rising Star. It'd be really nice. Be really nice. And we start off beating the Dogs in pre-season, so that's really good. Got a Twilight Clash up against the Hawks in round 1, and we lose that one. So yeah, it'll be interesting because this has been a really different rebuild. We've done something quite different in this one. Smashed the Eagles by 67 in that derby. It's been a bit of a different rebuild where we've kind of stocked up for the future, gone draft heavy, and given away fringe players, which if injury does strike, there could actually be real trouble. But let's just hope not. So the Crows smash us in gather round. We've got a prime time clash in the West up against the Suns, which we lose by 5. We've got now a very early game against the Lions. We lose that one by 14. We've got a prime, well, like a I guess a prime time game, you could kind of say, a Channel 7 game up against the Hawks. We win that one. We've got the Pies now, who are in a bit of a battle with us for positions at the moment. And we beat them in a thriller by 4. Stuff you love to see. Got the Giants now. We took pick 2 off them. And we smash them by 63 at Giants Stadium. Now we're playing the Power at the Adelaide Oval. And we get smashed by 40. So we go from smashing to being smashed. Did our defence really shore up? Probably not. But we've got the mid-season rookie draft where if we have a pick, which we do, we can fill a hole. Defence, I think it is. There's not a whole heap in here, but I think, well, there's a couple of players that have caught my eye. Murray's still in there. Oscar Riccardi, I think it's Oscar Riccardi anyway. Thomas and Dow's in there. O'Halloran is a midfielder in there. Gold is in there. There's a lot of players in here, but I'm just going to have a little look and see if we can actually get a, let's see if I can actually go for a key defender. I reckon we'll have a little look at that, and it's not going to work. Alright, so I don't know how to find those players. There's 994, so I'm not going to go through the whole list, but I think we're going to take a ruckman, because I think we got rid of quite a few. So I think we're going to take Murray. I think he was the best bet, and we've got another pick, and Riccardi's still in there. Beautiful. And just like that, we've done it. We've done the mid-season draft, and now we turn our attention to the second half of the year. We beat the Demons by 20, so we start off really well. We've got the Tigers now in a prime time clash at the MCT, which we just have to win. And we smash them by 66. There's some confidence. The Swans are in 11th, but believe it or not, they've lost their last 5 games and are falling. They've lost their last 6 now, and we win. A prime time game up against the Blues at Optus. This is a big game. They're in 10th. Got to try and hold some positions, especially when their team's around us and we lose by 2 points in a thriller. There's a little bit of worry now. We need to cash in and beat the Kangaroos. Absolutely have to. 1 point win after trailing pretty much the whole game. That is a brilliant result and a brilliant effort by the Dockers. Got the Bombers, lose by 40. So every time we make strides, we set ourselves back. The Crows, they're 17th. We got smashed by them earlier on in the year. This time we get revenge and smash them back. Brilliant stuff. got the Suns now, and we are in a tight race for the 8. We win by 25. If we beat the Dogs, I think it's pretty much just about safe to say that we're probably just about in. We win. One more win, I think, and we're home. If we win this, we might have bought it home. We might be in finals. Not just yet. We can't confirm that just yet. We can still fall. We win this though, and we are in. If we win this, we are in, and we get happy. We're in. We're in the finals. We are in the finals. We are not missing out. We are not missing out. Now it's just where we finish, really. And it'd be nice to actually have a spot in the top 4. Let's see if we can get in the top 4. We'll lose by 10, so we could be finishing anywhere, and we finish in the elimination finals against the Swans, who obviously rebound themselves, but we get to host that final. So we've done better than last year because we're actually playing finals football. Do we get through? We lose, and it is season done. But hey, we did do better than the year before, so that is always nice to see. We went from 10th to 6th. Not a huge rise, but it's okay. It is alright. Competition complete. We'll have a little look at who won the grand final, and it was the D's again. So they've gone back to back over the course of this rebuild, and we didn't even decide to trade with them. That's the disappointing thing. We didn't even decide to trade with the Demons, who in the end were premiers last year and premiers again this year, and you got to raid the premiers, and we unfortunately enough didn't. So yeah, we definitely learned our lesson again. I normally do try and go for a trade with the premiers, but I just completely forgot because I was trying to build up this draft hand and all that, and yeah, unfortunately enough, just didn't quite work out. But anyway though, that's going to wrap up today's rebuild list. Before we finish, first was West Coast, second was the Dogs, third was the Cats, fourth Bombers, fifth Pies, sixth Suns, seventh Crows, 8th Swans, 9th Saints, 10th Melbourne, 11th Port Adelaide, 12th Carlton, 13th Hawthorn, 14th Giants. This one being the 15th one, the Dockers. Still to come, only a few more to come. Brisbane, Richmond and North, 16, 17, 18, all in that order. Brisbane 16, Richmond 17 and North 18. Anyway though, we'll have a look at where players finished as well. Brayshaw polled 19 in the Brownlow. Coleman, Walters kicked the 26. Taberner kicked the 25 and Fife kicked the 23. And pick 1, 2, 5 we took, and not even any of our players even polled in the Rising Star. So I built up for the future with 1, 2 and 5, and with that on screen right now, relatively disappointing. And then we'll just go through the All-Australian team, which I can't see much being there. Nothing. Alright. Anyway though, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do make sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. See you guys next another video on the channel. Thank you guys so much. Bye everyone. Flame Footy out.